Ooh, welcome everyone to the Daily Juice Podcast on the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean Stacking the Money Green. Give me a follow on Twitter at Sean T. Green. And as always, Daily Juice is being brought to you by BetMGM. Use the promo code JUICE150 and you got yourself a $1,000 risk-free bet if you are a new customer. All right, coming off a nice 2-0 day. Let's go. Nice bounce back spot. Got a, what are we talking? 1.5 units of profit. Let's be honest, football right around the corner. Got a bunch of college and NFL plays I'll be dropping over the next couple shows. Obviously, I got to play on the Rams, Rams Giants, but it's a big game, so the Giants aren't involved. Rams and the Bills, I got plays on that. A bunch of NFL picks, and in this episode, I got a 30-1 division future. That's right, 30-1. There's 4 teams in a division. One is 30-1. Stay tuned for that one. It's a lot of fun. Hey, all right, let's recap the picks. Orioles, they won outright because that's what they do when I bet them plus 1.5. Now, if I would have bet them money line, I am absolutely certain they would have lost the game. So hopefully someone out there, every time we're taking the Orioles, you guys are out there betting Orioles money line, because every time I take them as a home dog, which spoiler alert, they might be in another home dog situation, they end up getting the win outright. And this time, again, they were down 3-0. Did I panic? Did I get upset? Did I go into the Discord? Oh no, it's a bad pick. No, I know my O's. I'm not gonna badmouth my O's. Our O's. O's get it done 9-6. Great comeback win. Shout out to them. They still got fight left in that team. K-Prop. Yeah, Logan Gilbert for the Mariners easily went over his total 4.5. Cashed it with 9 Ks. That's right. His career high back-to-back games. He had 9 the game before, so he's red hot with the strikes. Maybe look to play him more down the line. All right, so we got a MLB player prop. Let's go Michael Kopech. Over 3.5 Ks. You can get that over on FanDuel, minus 150. He's 14-9 on the season thus far to the 3.5 K total. White Sox going up against Seattle. Seattle averages 8.45 strikeouts per game. So that's at home. That's top 10 in the league. That's something we want to be on. His Ks per 9, 7.97. So again, if he can get through 5 innings, ideally, if he's on pace, you think he would be good. So and again, got this from the Betting Pros MLB player prop cheat sheet. And I know what you're thinking, Sean, are you just some company man working in Betting Pros plugs when you're not supposed to? No. I just like cheating. You're going to work up a cheat sheet for me? You're going to do the heavy lifting on the projections? He's projected, I think, like 4.7. So like that, like the matchup. And yeah, let's go. Over 3.5 Ks. Next up, Orioles as a home dog. Break out your flow chart. Are the Orioles a home dog? Then why are you not betting them? Blue Jays at Orioles. Orioles catching 1.5 on the run line, minus 135. Get that over at win. That was the best price I found. Orioles now 35-12 as a home dog on the run line. And are you going to be the guy? Oh, actually, I'm going to fade him. Why? Just come on. Gambling's hard enough. This thing is a machine right now. And our buddy Dean Kramer, that hippie with the long hair, is the last 6 games he started. The Orioles are 5-1 straight up, and their one loss, they only lost by 1 run, so 6-0 against the 1.5 plus 1.5 run line there. Blue Jays pitcher Alek Manoah, he's good. He, very good on the road. Very low ERA, solid win-loss. So that's why we're only minus 135 on the plus 1.5. But the Orioles, they're going to get it done. And the Blue Jays, 20-30 as a road favorite on the run line. Not scared of them. There's life left in these the scrappy Orioles. Maybe I just have a thing for bird teams. I'm trying to think of a bird team I don't like. I'm not as fond of the Arizona Cardinals. I like some of their teams. Just not a big Kyler guy. We'll get to that during the NFL. Hey, have you synced your sports books yet? bettingpros.com/sync. Sync all your sportsbooks in one place. They analyze your bets, custom analysis, recommendations tailored to your preference, and you can make your tickets public. If you're like me and you want to have people give you crap anytime you lose, and then once in a while they'll say, hey, great job when you hit massive bets, but mostly just to give you crap, then you can do that. You can make it public. No, it's a lot of fun. And again, the guys in the Discord, I'm going to bump them because some of them should be getting a lot of attention because there's a lot of sharp guys in that bettingpros.com/chat. So again, go in there. They're betting all different kinds of things. Highly recommend getting in the Discord just for the hang at the very least. Solid hang, bunch of good dudes, and I'm sure there's some women as well mixed in there. Some hardcore female degens. Last bet of the episode. You guys are cool, right? Because if you're not cool, I don't know if I feel like giving this bet out. This bet is only for cool, intelligent degenerates. Houston Texans to win the AFC South plus 3,000. Get it over on DraftKings. I'm holding. It's around here somewhere, but I'm holding I had put it in here, paper ticket. I actually put this in over at Circa. Where I got it at 32.50. So thanks to Derek and the good folks over at Circa, and also thanks to the Win. Great room here. Highly recommend the Win as well. But all right, here's a case on the Houston Texans. Are you crazy? Davis Mills sucks. The Texans sucks. Okay, could we not make a case that maybe everyone in the AFC South sucks, and that maybe the Texans do suck, but are they better than the Colts and an aging Matt Ryan? Might be. What about Trevor Lawrence? You guys remember Trevor Lawrence, the guy who had more interceptions than touchdowns? I remember him. Is it a slam dunk he's going to dominate in the second year just because of Doug Peterson coming to town? It could happen, but also he could just suck. Let's be honest. Trevor Lawrence could be bad. That is certainly in the realm of possibilities. And what about Ryan Tannehill? No A.J. Brown. Treylon Burks needs needs an inhaler. As an inhaler guy, I couldn't play receiver in the NFL. Treylon Burks, probably a little better 40 time than myself, but there is what I'm getting at is there's a very easy case to build that this division is a toss-up. Like I just don't, in some divisions like the AFC East where the Jets are 30-1, okay, there's clearly some better teams, or even the Atlanta Falcons who are also similarly priced. Well, you have Tom Brady, you have the Tampa Bay Bucks, you have some pedigree here. Where's the pedigree? You could say with the Titans and Vrabel, and I like them, but man, does it feel like the Titans are an ascending team? Does it feel like the Colts are an ascending team? I think a lot of those teams are on the downturn, and the Jags, we'll see if it works out with Doug Peterson, but there's many years where it just doesn't work out for the Jags. Derek Stingley, rookie cornerback, he could have an impact day one. You give Derek Stingley to Lovie Smith and this defense, they could be a pretty solid defense. And the Davis Mills, everyone forgets that Davis Mills was like one of the top recruits coming out of high school. He was a 5-star, and it's not surprising to me that, again, if you're starting a franchise with any year 2 quarterback, most people wouldn't be picking Davis Mills, honestly, but you look at the stats, you look at the numbers, you look at just like the eye test. You could certainly make a case that Davis Mills had one of the better rookie years. I think I would certainly put Mac Jones ahead of him, but Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, even Justin Fields, who I like, Davis Mills, I think, is in that mix. And then Dameon Pierce. Everyone loves Dameon Pierce in fantasy. Why? Because the dude runs hard. He beat out veterans for the starting job. They asked Laramie Tunsil. Laramie Tunsil, who most people just know from the guy who his draft stock fell because he wore one of those crazy gas mask bongs, and that video got released, and he slid down the draft board. You haven't really heard much of him as of late since when he got traded to the Texans. They asked him about Davis Mills. You know what he said? Davis Mills, I know this about him. He's a dog. This team is fired up. They're ready to play for each other. Now, could they get their ass kicked? Sure, but at 30-1, I think 30-1, there's like a 10% chance they win this division. So at 30-1, I think there's a massive opportunity. And it's not just old, salty, curmudgeon Sean who's watched and bet on football for, oh my God, 20 plus years. It's not just that angle. I mean, really, if we're counting what I did in middle school, we're looking at 35. Even like the hardcore analytics. Okay, Football Outsiders. If you guys don't believe me, Football Outsiders projected wins for the AFC South. Jacksonville Jaguars, 7.4. Indianapolis Colts, 7.7. Tennessee Titans, 7.8. What are the Houston Texans? 4.3, 5.2. How about 7.6? That's right. There's only a 0.2 mean projected win difference between them and the Tennessee Titans. What am I missing here? They have the chance to be in the mix. Now, if they come in last place in the division, fine. It's one unit out the window at 30-1. I got plenty of units to spare. I'm rolling the dice on this Texans team. I like this Texans team. It's fun to shoot your shot before the NFL season, and I'm shooting it. Let's go. Houston Texans to win the division, 30-1 over on DraftKings. And, of course, the Orioles plus 1.5, minus 135 over on the run line at Win. And Michael Kopech over 3.5 Ks, minus 150 over on FanDuel. Hey, guys, as always, BetMGM, promo code JUICE150. Get that risk-free $1,000 bet. Follow us on TikTok at Betting Pros. Follow me on Twitter at Sean T. Green. Check out my other show, Sports Gambling Podcast. Just put out my full college football picks podcast. I'm going to be giving out some of those plays on here as well. NFL Picks Podcast, picking every NFL game against the spread. That's coming as well over there. You guys know what to do. Subscribe, rate, and review. And as always, don't forget to let it ride.